Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good everything from any location you're coming from. My name is Obisesan, Abidemi. Some people knows me as Mr. B, and another will know me as Dejavu, or others call me favorite as my social media handles on some of the platforms like that. And each name comes with their stories, so that would be another time for the stories. When I was a teenager, I used to write stories, fictional stories, romantic stories, comedy stories, stories about love, pain, imagination, and life. I even wrote love letters for my then classmates, many of them. But there was something most people didn't really know about me. I couldn't really defend my own writing. Some knew. I struggled to speak fluently, then I would forget my lines. I would forget what to say next, even when I knew exactly what I wanted to say in my mind. I was a stammer. I still am, just that I'm better now. Sometimes ago, my mom once told me a story about my childhood. That there was a time I spoke normally. Then a terrible sickness struck me. They thought I was never going to survive, but I survived anyway. And when I did, I couldn't speak anymore. Later, my voice came back, but not the same. I became a stammerer, but as I was going, it wasn't really easy, but it was getting better. People loved my story. I told you I write a lot of stories. My classmates always look forward to the next thing I wrote in my books. Some of my siblings loved them. Even some of the visiting friends and a few teachers were impressed as well. But when teachers asked me complicated or confusing questions about my story, I couldn't explain myself properly. I couldn't defend my ideas. I respond with broken grammar and my few words. And slowly, doubt entered the room. Some people thought maybe I copied my story from somewhere. And you know how much that will hurt. I hope you will listen to this to the end. By the way, subscribe and click like on the video. I wrote most of the stories myself, all my stories myself. At the time, I didn't even like reading books. I didn't really study how authors structure their writing. I just watched a lot of movies, and my imagination did the rest. My writing was natural. It came from within. It's always coming. It's always coming. I know what I have to write next. So it's something will, make me do even more than I imagined writing. But eventually, I was discouraged from continuing. But when I got to SS1, I was convinced to join the science department. And as a Nigerian, we understand what that means. When elders advise us, we have to listen. So I followed the path that was choosing for me. Physically, I may not speak perfectly, but in my writing, that is where you see my true colors. You'll be surprised that someone who struggled to speak and write with so much emotion, structure, and depth. And for years, I shifted my focus to songwriting because lyrics only became my safe space. I can remember my songs vividly, so I continue writing songs. But deeply down, I know something. I am talented at storytelling, not for validation, not for applause, not for people to give me some kudos, but because it is part of me. It is who I am. I still write stories about my relationship, about experiences, about feelings, and then there was dude. I hope she will see this. I hope she doesn't even take the book. That's another story for another time. She was beautiful. She talked sometime. We talk sometime, and I get inspired. My inspirations from her most of the time. I wrote a book for her, almost 50 pages, with research, with details, with evidence, everything I admired about her. It took me less than 10 days to write it. I printed it and delivered it to her, but she never really read it, I'm sure. Instead, she asked me what was inside the book, and once again, I couldn't explain it properly. I couldn't find the words fast enough. I couldn't defend my own creation, and I could see it in her eyes. She didn't believe I wrote it. The moment almost made me give up. Those moments makes me want to give up writing, but I don't want to. I have come to realize my voice may stumble, but my pen does not. So my speech may hesitate, but my creativity flows. And now I am choosing not to hide with anything anymore. I am dedicating my time, this time, to creating videos, to sharing my stories, to sharing my creativity, and to letting the world see what I can do. Not through perfect speech, but through authentic expressions. This is me. This is my story. And this is just the beginning. I hope you listen to the end. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe and pay some attention to the next story that is coming. Thank you.